During her prenatal checkup, the male doctor secretly removed his gloves and, with a disturbing technique, began to examine Annie. She immediately felt something was wrong, but the doctor looked at her with such seriousness that Annie couldn't be sure of her judgment. Back home, Annie rushed to take a shower, feeling dirty and violated. When her husband returned, she broke down in his arms, crying. After hearing about her ordeal, he encouraged her to report the doctor's behavior, warning that if they didn't, more pregnant women could be harmed in the future. Together, they decided to go to the police. Thanks to media coverage, countless other victims came forward, and the pressure became too much for the doctor. Unable to bear the public outrage, he chose to take his own life. His assets were frozen, and his career was destroyed. However, when the doctor's wife, Laura, learned the news, the shock was too much for her. She fainted from the blow, and when she regained consciousness, she found out that she had lost the baby and could no longer bear children. Seeing Annie on TV, Laura blamed her for everything that had happened. Filled with rage, she plotted her revenge against Annie and her family. 6 months later, Annie successfully gave birth to a baby girl. Laura, under the guise of a potential nanny, came to their door to apply for the position. Annie was suspicious of Laura's appearance, which didn't seem to match that of a typical nanny. But Laura explained that, due to her inability to have children, she loved kids and was eager to work as a nanny. Annie, feeling sympathy, agreed. That night, while Annie was asleep, Laura quietly snuck into the baby's room. Watching the baby sleep peacefully, Laura's face twisted with malice. She gently picked the child up and began to nurse her with a sinister look in her eyes. As time passed, Annie started to notice something strange. The baby seemed to reject her breast milk, which concerned her, but her husband dismissed her concerns, believing that as long as the child was growing well, it didn't matter. Neither of them knew that under Laura's feeding, the baby's affection for Annie was slowly fading. Then, one day, Laura was caught in the act by the family's gardener while she was nursing the baby.